Game in Charlotte, leading the Bucks into Toronto tonight and trying to beat Toronto 3 out of 4 in the regular season. He's got 13 in the first half, and the Bucks have a 56-47 lead over the Raps. Here we are in Studio J for the American Express halftime report. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Charles Barkley, our American Express teammates. The Freak and his teammate who joins him as an all-star, Chris Middleton, who's got 7, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. First time since 2000-2001 that the Bucks have had multiple all-stars. Back then they had Ray Allen and
Ben Baker,
the big dog, Glenn Robinson,
as
their all-stars. But this time around it's the Freak and it's Middleton, and the Freak has got the attention of Shaq.
He's the first big man that I've seen average 27-13, right? A couple assists, 6 assists without post moves. So he's a point big man, the new era of basketball for big guys. He's playing at the top of the key, very unconventional, especially for us three. But what I like, he reads the defense very well, and he does what he's supposed to do as a big guy. Just take it right to the hole. Everybody's saying, yeah, but he needs to work on the jumper. Forget that. You don't need to do that. You need to do this right here. This is why you're shooting 55, 56% from the field, because even though you're not post moving, you're still doing what big men do. You're taking high percentage shots. And this part right here is playing very smart. Coach Bud has been playing well. You draw the defense, kick it to your teammates. That's why he's averaging 6 assists a game. And again, he's the first big guy that's doing that without doing post moves.
But you're saying he doesn't have to improve that other part of his game?
No,
He'd be unstoppable, man.
Well, he already is unstoppable.
I mean, he'd be even more unstoppable.
Hey, Greek freak, don't even work on that jump.
You're saying he couldn't be a better shooter?
Nope.
That's not going to help his game.
Well,
don't even work on that
Come
jump.
on now.
Well, I'm going to disagree with that, because if he gets learn how to shoot the basketball, then he'd be unguardable. I mean,
he's unguardable now.
No, he's not unguardable.
First of all, that's just a soft big man talking. When you're the biggest guy there, you take high percentage shot. You do.
I will say he's unguardable.
Yes, he's soft.
I will say he's unguardable now.
Thank
but
you.
I would say later on, if he develops the jump shot when he gets into the latter part of his career, he will still be just as effective.
Okay, I agree with that. But now he don't need to work on that jump. Don't settle. You punish them boys down there. You shoot over a chair. That's how you win, not shooting jumpers. Facing up, shooting little jumpers like a soft big man.
Why got you like that? Why you got you
he's soft. You don't know that.
Are you just holding your fire over
here? He's holding it.
First of all, Chuck, you're a power forward. Don't speak on no big man, okay? Because that's not your category. That's my category, okay?
What a power
forward? Big man is me, huh?
What about power forwards or big guys?
No, they're little big guys. They're not big guys. They're little big guys. That's why they're 4 and not the 5. So don't tell me what he needs to do. I know what he needs to do. Thank you very much.
I know you think, Ann Coulter, just because you said stupid stuff don't make it true.
Well, it's true, because I know it's true.
But Giannis is a 4. Giannis isn't a 5.
Well, listen, he's a point. He's a big man. He's tall, he's long, he's a point. He's 4 or 5.
The Raptors are the second best team in the Eastern Conference, record-wise, right behind Milwaukee. What have you seen from them tonight that has got you going to the board?
Yeah, because, we don't get to see them much, a lot, because of the north of the border. And
they get TV up there.
Yeah, but we don't get to see them a lot in terms of on TNT. And I think the other thing is, we talked about the American Express teammates. We went straight to Giannis and we straight to Middleton. But the teammates here are Lowry right now, and we have our big guy, Kawhi Leonard. Oh, I thought you was coming. I thought you was coming. You see, I took that first step. So, to me, the difference is here. The ability of these two guys to create off the dribble, but not give up their dribble. They're strong enough, just like Giannis was, to be able to get it. And here's Lowry. So here's a point guard, and I call him the little pit bull right here. So if you're right here and you freeze it here, freeze it. You got Malcolm Brogdon, who's probably one of the strongest guards in the NBA. You got your bigs coming. You have your Giannis on the other side. You have all kinds of physical help. But this does not deter Kyle Lowry. This is why he's an all-star, because he's still able to get in, take the contact, finish over the bigs, and score. And not to be able to give up his dribble, make something out of nothing. So here we got Kawhi Leonard the same way. We got a pick and roll starting. Ibaka comes out to pick. And Middleton does great defense. And all you got this, freeze it here. You got this semi-zone here. You got 5 eyes. You got 10 eyes on this guy, 5 sets of eyes. But he says, no, I'm not giving up my dribble yet. I'm going to create the opportunity because I'm strong enough, I'm big enough, and I'm tall enough to get in the area and score. These two guys, to me, is the reason why we need to show them more.
Leonard, 10 points in the first half, 4 out of 10. Kyle Lowry's got 7. Toronto just 2 for 17 from deep in the first half. And they trail 56-47 to a Milwaukee team that is number 1 in the NBA in defensive efficiency. Back with more on the American Express halftime report in just a second. Oh, come on now. That's not right. Talking about a Hall of Famer over here to
Alex,
my left.
That was funny.
Hey, look at the shot. Look at the hat. Stay puffed.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. There he is.
I remember Stay Puft.
I'll bet you do.
At that, Chuck. I ain't laughing at that. That ain't funny.
Stay puffed, man.
Welcome.
Later tonight, Sixers and Warriors. You know, this guy makes it look. Steph Curry and the Warriors.
He got that look.
Won 11 in a row.
He got that look on his face.
What is that look?
I got to come here, so I might as well just stomp the Sixers while I'm in the building.
We'll see if he's able to do that later on tonight. Meantime, Brooklyn has lost 15 straight games in San Antonio, and there's a delay because they got bats in San Antonio again.
Where's Ginobili?
Yeah. Remember when Ginobili swatted that one right out of the air?
Yep.
There's my man Theo Pitson.
Yeah.
They got to get these guys off.
D'Angelo Russell said, I want no part of this.
I had a bat.
Everybody chasing down bats with towels and big old nets.
Nope, that's
not going to catch a bird.
That's what happened when you play
there
in
you
the barn.
go. Same thing that you were thinking about. As with David Robinson saying, where's Manu Ginobili when you need him?
Boy, let me tell you something. I really want to say something. I'm going to let it go.
I got it. I already know what he's going to say.
What?
I'm going to send the video up to you, Jeremy.
No, he said, I got a bat at home. I was like,
a lot of jokes in there.
I'm being nice tonight.
Yeah, be nice.
Yeah.
Making our way toward All-Star Weekend in Charlotte. Friday, February 15th, the Mountain Dew Ice Rising Stars. You got All-Star Saturday night, and then the All-Star Game on Sunday, the 17th, right here on TNT. How about the reserves from the Western Conference? Here's a no-brainer to start you off with. Russell Westbrook, 8th All-Star selection, 5th straight, averaging 22, 11, and 11, his 3rd straight season of averaging a triple-double. He's got 17 triple-doubles for the 32 and 18 Thunder. Anthony Davis, you may have heard of him. 6th straight All-Star appearance in his 7th season. 2nd in scoring at 29. 3rd in rebounds with 13. He was the 17 MVP of the All-Star game when he scored a record 52. Nikola Jokic.
Joker!
Yes, yes.
Denver All-Star since Melo in 2011.
Come on, man.
His first All-Star appearance in his 4th year. 20, 10, and 8. 8 triple-doubles, tied for 2nd most in the league with Ben Simmons.
Yes.
Damian Lillard is an All-Star for the 4th time and a 2nd straight. He has scored in double figures in 190 straight games, averaging 26 a night, which is number 9, also 5 rebounds and 6 assists. Klay Thompson is an All-Star for the 5th straight time for the 36 and 14 Warriors. 22 points a game is number 18. He set an NBA record, of course, with 14 threes in a game in Chicago.
It's interesting now.
LaMarcus Aldridge of San Antonio, 21 points and 9 rebounds, shooting a career-high 52%. 21 straight All-Star games in which a San Antonio Spur has represented. And Karl Anthony Towns is the final reserve. 2nd straight appearance in his 4th season. He's 16th in the league in scoring and 9th in rebounds, and has started every game in his 4-year NBA career. There are the 7 voted on by the coaches in the Western Conference: Aldridge, Davis, Jokic, Westbrook, Thompson, Towns, and Lillard. Your thoughts, Chuck?
I'm disappointed they didn't reward the Denver Nuggets with a 2nd guy.
That would have been
Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray.
That's the, like I say, I mean, they got the 3rd best record in the NBA. I would have rewarded them. Especially with all the injuries they have. It's not just the Joker who's fantastic. I would have gave it to Murray. But, hey, listen, it's a tough call.
Kenny?
Tough call for Donovan Mitchell. Tough call for Tobias
Yeah, I was going to say, well, the outcry in Utah is going to be huge with no Rudy Gobert or Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah. You know, these 2 guys, have come on extremely well over the last 2 months. First month of the season was a little bit of a struggle for Utah. But after that, they played dynamic, both of them. You know, but the best, if you look at the line, you say the best players possibly might be there, but maybe not the guys who've having the best season.
And you just said, I think you just said the key word. They started off slow in the month, All-Star. After the first couple of months of the season, they started off slow. They have picked it up. I think that's why were not voted. They are All-Stars. I'm really not mad at this list.
You know what the other thing is, Ernie? There's guys like in our era, Derek Harper and Rod Strickland. Rod Strickland, being particularly, made second-team All-NBA, but didn't make the All-Star team that year. So they're going to be a guy like a Donovan Mitchell who can make an All-NBA team, or Rudy Gobert, Defensive Player of the Year or All-NBA, and not make the All-Star team this year. I think the West is that deep.
Tobias Harris for the Clippers. Let's take a look at the guys that we wanted, that we thought would be All-Stars. Shaq, you and I both were in the Tobias Harris corner. Donovan Mitchell, you see there. Luka Doncic, the 19-year-old sensation.
I thought he should have made it.
Yeah, he should have made it.
Oh, yeah.
But none of us had Karl Anthony Towns on our list.
So that's the only one I didn't have the same on there. Okay, it's Karl Anthony. So I had Karl Anthony and tried to. Well, I think Karl Anthony is a better player, but I just thought that Mitchell and Gobert were having better seasons.
You know what's interesting, too? You look at how the players voted again, and not on Karl Anthony Towns here, but I'm talking about Klay Thompson. He was 11th in the player ballot.
Well, that's just on a basketball player to know what the hell they think.
11.
Come on,
11th at his position, or
Yes.
11th?
Yeah, he was behind Rose, Lillard, DeRozan, Booker,
Well, stop.
Jamal
man.
Murray,
See,
Conley, Drew Holiday.
That tells me, that's why I hate certain reporters and certain players.
Well, this had nothing to do with media. This was the
No, but I'm
player
saying
vote.
no, but I'm just making a point. Like that ain't our job to like or dislike players. I'm just talking about across the board. Our job is to do our job. Like there's players, I can't think of any right now who I don't like, but I would never take my personal opinion on television and hold a grudge and say bad things about them. Like if I ever voted, I'm like, oh, the guy's a hell of a player. I don't like him. Even me and Shaq, we've had our disagreement about DeMarcus Cousins. I've never said that kid wasn't a hell of a player.
Right.
Never. Like we've had a disagreement about his personality, but I've never said anything about he's a hell of a player. And for them guys to put Klay Thompson 11, that's just disrespectful.
But the coaches vote him in as a reserve out of the